Okay, chapter 12 on skilling up. So, essentially, what skilling up is like teaching people how to use your product rather than just like making them aware. Um, because there's a ton of people that are like motivated to buy something and will buy something, but they don't know how to use it. So, when you teach them how to use it, this gives them the accessibility to purchase it. Um, so, kind of the example in the book was like when whiskey companies put on tastings. This allows them to educate individuals on like terminology or like how to describe flavors of whiskey or just general knowledge about it. And this makes them more apt to buy the product down the road because now they know how to describe what they're looking for, or they feel like they're like almost like a part of the brand. So it kind of opens the door for them to make that purchase. Um, so 5 purposes. Um, First one is to launch product, um, and this just helps people like, kind of understand like what the product is or what the service is you're providing. Second one's elaborate on complex information. So a lot of products that are put out there can be like super difficult to understand how to use, like things like car seats and tools and all this fun stuff. So um, the explainer videos can really relieve some of the confusion on that. Third one's connecting with the customer. It's a lot easier to be personable through video rather than like a manual. Reach out to more people. These kind of videos can be sent like super quickly or even attached in like a paper manual so that people can like look at them super quick. And then differentiating. So if you're a company that consistently puts out like these kind of videos, whereas other companies include manuals, this just makes people more apt to buy your product because it's easy to use. So I kind of just like I looked at like a quick tool example on YouTube is just like for like a socket wrench. So like people are new at a tool but don't know how to use a tool, how to use it, um, or a new tool comes out. Like the explainer video does a great job filling in the gaps of information, or a more complex tool like that, people who are unfamiliar with it. So that kind of checks the box to elaborate on complex information. Third, connect with the customer. It's much easier to explain how to use something like that through video rather than a paper manual because, as I stated earlier, paper manuals can get kind of confusing. Um, you're able to attach a video like that, like super quick, or somebody can send that video to somebody else, or things of that nature. So it reaches a bunch of people, and then obviously the differentiator, like if you're consistently doing that with like all your products, like if you're a tool company, like if you're Makita or something like that, and you do that with all your products, like it makes it much more likely that people are going to buy your product just because they're like, oh, I can look at this video, like it's going to explain exactly how I do it and the things they need to know. So kind of moving on to 4 ways to impart skills on people. So the first one's training through manuals, videos, programs. So providing written documentation on how to do a thing, videos how to do it, stuff like that. An advertising example would just be like how furniture has instruction manuals and instruction videos on how to put things together. Second one's practice. So allow people to try things out like before they buy it. So like how tools are on display, like at Lowe's and Home Depot, people can play around with it, like see how it's going to function, especially some of the more complex stuff before they buy it. Providing information, so giving people info they can use, like route schedules or guides how to more efficiently do things. Like I couldn't think of like a concrete example right off the bat, but just like videos explaining how like you can do more elaborate things with basic objects was just kind of something that came to mind. Or providing extra resources, so offering interest-free period to buy things, or like helping people do paperwork when they're buying stuff. And an example of this is where like people deliver and assemble like products you buy for you in your home. couple things like we need to know how to do for our client is one of the big targets for us is website, and I don't think any of us have website skills, so that's a skill we're going to need to skill up on and figure out how to do it, and then get and create some print media like stickers. It was something that was thrown out there that we're thinking about doing, so that might be an avenue where we need to make some connections or figure out how we can do that on our own, and then just grab a creative way to skill up as an advertising strategy. So we can essentially like provide information on how to take care of the clothing or the products we're selling, and then maybe try to sell a product alongside that, where we're providing information about it. So like prime example was like I thought of was like shoe cleaners in malls. So it's like, okay, like our client sells a lot of shoes and a lot of clothing, so maybe we can purchase some of that product and try to sell alongside and be like, okay, when we sell these products, be like, okay, like this is the way we suggest taking care of them. Like if you get scuffs or stains or whatever on this is how we recommend. This is the cleaner we use, kind of thing, and almost do like we're providing more information so people can take care of the stuff they're already buying, and then almost trying to supplement a secondary buy, because like that's our recommendation essentially.